Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Harsh, you are very much audible.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
So
you are audible.
Yes, sir,
very
audible.
warm welcome to all of you. And after a long technical session, now we have the stress management session. And for this session, we have Mr. Gaurav Srivastav. Let me introduce himself. Gaurav is a BTech Mechanical Engineering and Bachelor in Law by education and having a professional experience of 15 years. Currently, he is working as a national head in one of the leading MNC company in power industry. A family-oriented person having different time zone reporting. He has been instrumental in conducting sessions in corporate companies like Samsung, HCL, Niti Aayog, and many universities. To serve the society, he has traveled various states in India like districts of Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Northeast, Gujarat, MP, UP for conducting meditation workshop. Gaurav's belief each and every human being has a seeking. We just need to explore within. And it's good to let mistakes happen by them as sincerity grows even from mistakes and attempts give success from wise action. So this is the his thoughts, and we are very uh, eager to hear him. So now, uh, very warm welcome from on the behalf of organizing committee. Now I like to invite Gaurav to kindly start his session.
Thank you very much, Harsh. Very nice of you to share the insight. And I mean, you people are coming from a technical session, I understand. And maybe after you people might have gone for a lunch at 2 p.m. or 1:30 around. So it's hard for me also to make you awake, to make you energized because a long sessions, then maybe good lunch, and then again back to the sessions. So I'll just present the screen. Let me know if it is visible, and if you all would you mind that you can switch on your cameras so it becomes more interactive. It's not only a technical session, it's going to be much more full of communication, full of interaction, sharing, knowledge sharing, theoretical, practical. So a lot of things will happen. So come on guys, be sporting and switch on your cameras. Thank you, Dr. Priya, you have switched on your camera. Thank you. uh, who else is there? So I'm just waiting. Okay. So is camera allowed to everyone? Harsh, you're on mute. Okay, yeah. Good to see. Okay. Dayanand Sahab, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Very good afternoon. And YTR Maleshwari ji. Yes. Hi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Kundalu, sir. Hi. So Harshi, hi once again. Good to see you. Right. And yes. So, you know, this topic which has we have chosen, stress management, is a wonderful topic. We all are going through a very difficult circumstances of pandemic past more than a year now. We had been reading such things would have happened in the past in history, बट ये जो एक बिल्कुल हिंदी इंग्लिश इज फाइन हर्ष जी, या फिर कैसे इंग्लिश में ही करना है जैसा आप बताएं. हर्ष जी, you're on mute. So Dr.
Sir,
MP,
participants from the all over the India,
so English.
from south and north, so it is advisable to continue in English.
ठीक है, बिल्कुल. Okay, thank you very much. So Dr. NP, uh, okay, but Guzar, right? Warm welcome. So, I mean, why I'm just trying to make you to switch on your camera so it becomes more interactive. Nothing else. Much more participation is required, and a simple request: if you are at home and you have your family with is available right now, tell them to join the session. It's not only a session only for you or specifically for all the students, faculty, and all the dignitaries. It's for the complete family. So if you all can come along and sit along with your family, that will be very good. And just for, it's a 2 hour duration session, but I would say it won't take much time, because all this theory we can discuss, you can Google, you can go to various journals and maybe some scientific papers, some research paper, but ultimately practical is very important of this session. So this session, how the flow will be, I'll talk about something about the theory part, right? So you will understand the theory. If you have any queries or something, keep on sharing. Then we will try to move towards a practical part. So we will have some practical understanding, and the rest all of you can be on mute while I'm speaking. Once you have to speak, you can unmute yourself. And like Dr. NP Badguzar has to be on mute, so the organizer can do the needful. So once we have done with the practical session, we will see what kind of result we are getting. After doing the practical session, we will understand the results. Once we analyze the results, each one of us is a learned person over here. So once we analyze the result, we see the outcome of the practical session. Then again, we will go slowly to small little theory and again to the practical. Sounds good? Sounds in sync? Yes? Great. So I'll just start presenting my screen. So I hope if it is visible to you or not, just let me know. Share. Yeah. So any one of you can volunteer to give me a thumbs up, or just unmute yourself. Keep on saying it's visible, it's audible. If not, I'll keep on doing something, changing, right? So
is it visible, sir?
thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Visible and voice is also clear, sir. Please.
Thank you. So before going to the session, everybody over here, I understand you're coming from a technical session, right? So a small, very, very small theory which all of us understand: rest the unrest. What is at rest and what is at unrest? If I'm lying on bed, if I'm lying on my sofa, on my couch, relaxing myself, but mind is completely moving in heavier directions, it is having a multiple tasking, and just on thought process, the thought are not stopping at all. It keeps on happening. Am I really at rest? All these great scientists, how they decipher the theory. One of the example is there in front of you. Another few examples you might have learned in your books and must have read on your various journals. Like what I recall right now, I'll not talk about Newton, you have read in front of you. I'll talk about Einstein. So when he was trying to decipher the theory of relativity, and he was getting failed again and again, he was getting failed, he went into a completely thoughtless awareness state. And then he says, dawned upon me from nowhere the theory of relativity. So dawned upon me on the torsion area. What's a torsion area? It's over here. So dawned upon me from nowhere the theory of relativity, and then he deciphers the theory of relativity. So that was something about this great scientist who has given a lot of value addition to entire world, to entire globe, and our generation is really enjoying the same. Even our each and every innovation, invention, discoveries are based upon few various basic principles given by the great learned people. So let me ask a very simple question, or just have this question inside your own consciousness. What's in it for me? Why am I doing this session? Why am I participating in this session? What I'm going to learn in this session? So there is a word called VIFM. What's in it for me? If people are aware about the same, so VIFM has to be very much clear. कि आप यहाँ पे क्यों हैं? Why you are here? What you are going to learn from the session? What theoretical and practical implications will help you to get rid of the stress? Because As far as my knowledge is concerned, my experience is concerned, my exploration is concerned, I know everybody, even a small child, not very small child, I would say maybe from the age of 5 or 6 years like this, or maybe 7 or 8 years like this. From that age till the age of even 90 years or more than 100 years or any age group have some kind of stress in their life. And this stress takes away the peace of mind. So we may say we don't have any stress. We enjoy everything. That's okay. What you can do is you can boost your immunity by give a pause. And if you're not even in stress, you must love yourself. Your own immunity will be boosted by joining this session. That's a first expectation. Second expectation, if any of your family members, any of your colleagues, students, or any learned person who's sitting in this presentation and participating, or even indirectly joined the presentation, if he or she is at stress, definitely you will get a key to get rid of the stress. Now, third expectation, we all desire something, we all act upon something. So some, if you see the complete picture by giving a small pause, that's why I've shown this. Just give a pause in your life, completely pause. Whatever we do, are we satisfied? Whatever actions we do, is it going to do some value addition? Whatever desire it comes in our mind, heart, soul, and even our consciousness, is it really worth? So desire and action has to be completely proportionate. If it is not proportionate, what will happen? The result becomes zero. So today in this session, the third expectation comes as you will be able to derive your own desire and own actions, how to strike out the balance. Now, point number fourth, our body is made up of 5 elements. So by using all these 5 elements, how you can cure your eternal body inside, not cross body. Cross body, I can wear some, I'm coming from a meeting, so I could have changed the clothes, be much more presentable, right? Change some background or shifted some arrangement, much more presentable. But what happens? It's all about outside. It's all about cross. We have to go really deep inside. If something is really imbalanced inside, it will reflect outside. So we all are going to explore ourselves by knowing thyself, by knowing ourselves, by understanding how beautifully the God Almighty has designed our system, how beautifully the Mother Nature has given a lot of uniqueness, qualities which can reflect through our personality. Going further, just you may read if you want. If you don't want to read, just try to see the pictures as well. Sometimes what happens, we we are completely unable to make out why we are sad. We are also unable to make out sometimes that we immediately lose a temper. Sometimes if we reach the office, maybe institute or whichever college or whatever you are doing engaged with, once we reach and you find out a great stinker has come, a bad mail has come from your peers, from your subordinate, even from somebody else also, it takes away our peace of mind. What will happen? You want to bounce back. The moment you bounce back, what happens? That person again tries to strike you. And then ping pong, or let's say back and forth start and it may loop in various people. So you are affected as a person, that person who is created, that person is affected. But what is happening? Others are really enjoying it. Or sometimes if it is coming from your peer, from your senior person, you cannot react to it. You cannot bounce back towards the same. You have to absorb that shock. And once you absorb it, that anger remains inside, over here, over here. If it remain inside, what happens? It takes away your creativity. It takes away your peace of mind. It gives you some stress. Now, stress are good or bad, you know. I'll talk about the bad stress. We all experience the same actually. We don't have to. tell much about the bad stress, because if I'm going to the office right now, it's pandemic, everybody's operating from home, we are having an online session, or let's say if your session is scheduled and you're outside your home due to some kind of work, and you have to really rush for the same, right? And somebody is not giving you any way out and just driving like this, that you cannot just overtake the person. What will happen? You may not, with all due respect to all of you, but a general person can start shouting as well. Or let's say if the you were in the queue of taking petrol and somebody just comes over and takes over your own car or your own vehicle, right, and start taking the petrol before you or diesel before you, what will happen? Our mood will get switch off, and we can go to a mood which is called losing our temper. Anything can happen. A lot of example of bad stress. But you know what is good stress? I'll give you example. I was in a meeting, right? And I had to really skip the lunch and just grab something immediately because I had to participate. But for that, I have not rushed too much or not told my driver to drive very in a speed way. I just try to manage the things so that I reach on time, immediately start the session, and hopefully join at 3 p.m. So there was stress that I have to reach before well in time to start the session, but I didn't rush for the same. No speed driving, no overtaking, or no any kind of slang language using to the people who was not giving me a free way to drive. A lot of examples. So good stress could be, my exams are coming for students, my exams are coming, I have to be well prepared in my academics, I have to complete all my lectures, I have to complete all my classes, all my theory and practical exam, practical part, so that I can perform an exam. That's a good stress. But if I read everything before a night, what will happen? I may jumble up a lot of questions, a lot of things I may jumble up, and if the question demands something, I write something else. This may happen, it may not happen, but generally it happens. Similarly, I'll give you a one more example. You know, all these learned people, the professors, the dignitaries, all these people whom we call guru, whom we call teachers, whom we call the learned people of our society from the education fraternity. So they teach us, they teach the students. So they are giving their 100%, like I am trying to give you my 100%. It depends upon only individual person to absorb that 100% or not. If I am sitting in a session, right, and doing multiple things, checking WhatsApp, sending a mail, or maybe talking to someone because I'm on mute, right? So that is one part. Second part, if the classes are going on, your professors are giving you their 100%, you're sitting in class, but sometimes you're having your mind full of stories. So the teacher is teaching maybe some mathematics solutions, right? But you are just into something ki MI3 aayegi, MI4 aayegi, what will happen after this Marvel, some new movie will come, some new web series will come on OTT platform. So various things keep on happening, or even our mind start creating a lot of stories. So you are there in the class, that person, the learned person, is giving his or her 100%, but I am unable to absorb that 100%. I'm just absorbing 20%, 25%, 30%. If somebody is too much alert or maybe focused, can go up to 40, 45%. But again, the thoughts keep on striking in the mind, and we are unable to absorb that 100%. Now, so what happens? All these things are just because our own individual approach. Even the stress comes because of our own individual approach. It's our freedom to choose the good stress, to choose the bad stress. Now, stress has become the number one killer, right? Even in pandemic, also those who have a lot of fear inside, they are caught up, right? And once they are caught up, of course, they go into a different tangent, and we know all those things, right? We have been struggling more than a year, so we are aware how it works. Similarly, if you see the kind of stress is going on in our surrounding, if you are at peace, maybe the second person sitting to you or maybe next to you may not be at peace, right? So are you a source of emitting peace, joy, happiness, or you are a source of emitting stress? Find out on your own why this happens. Just analyze how this happens. What kind of personality I'm carrying myself? Am I really giving a lot of stress to my students, or let's say colleagues or subordinates? Or I'm just keep on absorbing a lot of stress and not taking it out also? It could be both ways. Anywhere we go, we have a lot of expectation from the public, expectation from the society, from the surrounding, and they do have some expectation from us also. So there is a very limited information which is available. There are certain emotions which are inside, and there are certain actions which needs to be performed. So what happens? The bridge has to be merged. So when it's being merged, you actually work out with your emotions, with your actions, the information available, a clear communication. So what happens? It creates a harmony, it creates a balance in the society, and at that point of time you become a source of emitting peace, maybe, or let's say a joy, or striking out a balance, because you know yourself, know thyself, and you can find out what is the root cause within. The root cause is within only. Even if I'm whatever I'm doing, I may say because of this such thing has happened. But if you keep on going to the root cause, you will find who was the source. It could be some second person, some third person, but what was my role in the same? How did I created this? Or how the things went into a different tangent because of my some action, because of my some reaction, because of my some unwanted stories which keep on coming in my head, in my mind, and I pre-assumed something, and because of that, something has happened. So we have to very, very much particular what we are assuming, what we are considering, or what kind of story is going in our mind. We have to have a way out where we can have a switch off, switch on button. The moment we have this button switch off, switch on, we can easily work out a lot of things in any dimension of our life. It's personal, professional, or even anywhere. So even team building as well, even interacting with the parents, students, or any kind of nature of work you are involved with. So the moment it happens, you have a clear path, you have a clear understanding, you have a very, very wide vision and a clear vision. Second, you can definitely strike out the balance between your desire and actions. So I'm going to take this slide further, but before that, just take an example. I can tell you a lot of stories also, but I'll give you a small example. We all have seen this pressure cooker, a wonderful device which can cook food, right? So it doesn't cook itself. We have to really put all the material inside, right? We have to close the lid. We have to put the pressure releasing valve, which is called CT. CT bolte hain cooker mein, right? I'll just use some part of the Hindi. I hope you don't mind. And of course, we all are Indians, so we understand. If somebody has joined from outside India, definitely that part will be covered in English. So it's a wonderful device, as I was sharing. So you put a lot of raw material inside, and you just place the lid, you put the pressure releasing valve, you switch on the gas, right? Your fuel part, and you place a pressure cooker. So pressure keeps on building. When pressure keeps on building, what happens? The raw material is being converted to a eatable form. It's being cooked. Once it's being cooked at a certain amount of pressure, the extra pressure is being released through that pressure releasing valve, which is above that particular lid. So the pressure releasing valve goes up and the extra pressure is being taken out. And that's how the food is being cooked. Now, take an example. Give a pause again, close your eyes, and before closing the eyes, just try to understand. Consider this particular portion, right? This complete portion. Now, assume it as a pressure cooker or as a same device. We are having a multiple source of raw material from here. You know what I mean? From here, what kind of material we see or we keep on enjoying. You have to be very selective, right? From here, again, it's our own freedom, whatever we take. From here, and everything is being cooked over here, right? So multiple sources getting into raw material and everything is being cooked over here. Now, again, go back to the pressure cooker, the same example. If that device does not have a pressure releasing valve, what will happen? Let's say you remove the lid, you remove this pressure releasing valve, close the lid completely, and the pressure keeps on generating. It keeps on generating. As it keeps on generating over a period of time, where the excess of pressure will happen, there is no vent. If there is no vent, over a period of time, what will happen? It will blast. Yes or no? If you all listening to me or not, it will blast, right?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Thanks for that promptness. You keep on interacting. I mean, if some sound is there in the surrounding, be on mute. If it is not, just keep on interacting, right? Now, going back to the same example, we had this lot of raw material over here, and we do not have a pressure releasing valve over here. We don't have it, right? And everything is being cooked over a period of time. Lectures going on. Now, this you people are the learned people, the professor, right? You actually absorb a lot of things from the students. I'll give you one more example, very, very unique one. And with all due respect to all the students, please don't take it otherwise. It's a very classic example, because I had been interacting to students, a lot of students in my life, so I'm aware. If some student is coming from a background where the father drinks a lot, and there is a lot of chaos at home, there is a lot of challenges at home, economical, professional, or anything. If the person is coming, if the student is coming from a background where a lot of cult is being followed, all right, anything is there, right? So what will happen? The students come in front of you, you actually absorb all those stress, because your heart and mind is there. As a person, it's my duty, it's my responsibility to give the knowledge. So you are working towards your own gravity to give the knowledge, but you're absorbing a lot of things. Similarly, a student can also absorb a lot of stress through a professor or through a senior person. How? Because you see, everybody has the same sense of responsibility, traveling, then making notes, giving lectures, right? Something is there at the home, kids, wife, some ghar ghar ki kahani, all those factors, and you interact with the students, then something comes out also, right? So this keeps on happening. It's to and fro, back and forth, it keeps on happening. So through this session, what you will get, I'll come to this one more expectation. You will get your pressure releasing valve, but if you do this completely theoretical and practical part with complete sincerity, अगर आप पूरी ईमानदारी से, complete sincerity, you follow all the steps and the theoretical part, you will get the pressure releasing valve in this particular session. That's the first expectation. Second, the own gravity, the own innate knowledge, it will grow like anything. It will really nurture from inside. Once it's get nurtured from inside, you will see another dimension of your own personality, and people really appreciate the same. How it will happen? I'll take you to the next slides. So one more expectation, as I mentioned, you will get a state of thoughtless awareness. Thoughtless awareness, what does it mean? Now, science says there are 4 kinds of people in the world. It's a research being done. So there are 4 kinds of people in the world. So there are people who think about too much towards their past, whatever has happened. They regret a lot, who are having a guilt feeling, they crib a lot, right? So that's the first kind of person. Now, keep on analyzing what I am doing in my life. How am I behaving? Am I a completely left-sided, emotional person, emotional fool also, you can say. Again, don't take it upon yourself. I'm just giving a lecture, or let's say a theoretical part, because it's coming from a lot of experience. So what kind of person I am? Am I a left-sided person, or let's say first kind of person who keeps on regretting, cribbing, having a guilt. Second kind of personality, right? Those who are very aggressive. They they try to just harm anyone, very aggressive, right? And this aggressiveness can really harm others. So part number two. Part number three, it's a completely you're unable to make out. Sometimes the person is depressive, immediately work as a volcano, erupts, right? It becomes aggressive. So you cannot predict towards that person. It's depressive, aggressive, like this. And then fourth kind of personality. A person is not aggressive or depressive, they strike out the balance in all walks of life. So first kind of personality, where you see in extreme cases, a person can have a suicidal tendency because of depression. Second part, if person is so much aggressive, right, can lead up to towards a behavior or towards an act where a person can kill someone. So see the extreme points. First kind of person, too much depressive can lead to suicidal tendency. Second kind of person, very aggressive, can lead to killing someone. Third, unpredictable. Sometimes Rona Dhona getting very emotional and all of a sudden becomes very aggressive, can harm anyone. So all these things keep on happening in our life. Even we had been reading such things in the newspaper as well. A child of Gurgaon at the age of like 11 or 12 years carries a gun of his father in the school, right? So such incidents keep on happening, not going into that incident. But what happens? We may come across all these four personalities. What is really required is to regenerate yourself, to recharge yourself. Even this laptop, even a mobile phone, which is just ringing, right, and making some disturbance, right? That every device needs some recharge, every machinery, and we are the wonderful creation of God Almighty. So as the pressure cooker will blast when the pressure will increase, but as the pressure will increase over here, this portion will not blast. But what will happen? The analytical reasoning, the logical thinking, the memory power, the sharpness, the decision-making ability, it will deplete, it will decrease. A lot of illusions, confusions, or let's say maybe confidence a person keeps on losing, right? So it's very much required to recharge yourself. How you can recharge yourself? Because you have to have a completely shield upon yourself. The moment you have that particularly strong aura of positivity, you can just kick out the stress. You can really become a soldier, right? And to combat any kind of situation in your life, and you'll be very, very, very brave. Bravely, you can face the challenges, problems, and you can really enjoy a peace of mind in all walks of life. Going to the office, family issues, or let's say personal, professional, society, coming from the economy of the country, any kind of issue, you can really enjoy the same by having a wonderful peace and calmness which is coming from inside and reflecting outside. Even a lot of people have said about the same. You can read out the statements like Albert Einstein has said, some other person has said. So all these things, I'm not going to talk too much about the same, but we have to really attain this particular state. By attaining this state, you will see another dimension which is much more beyond and much more, uh, I would say, a wonderful human is being presented, or let's say it comes out of our own being. And once it comes out, it try to give the penetration to everybody's heart. How this happens, how this knowledge came to the earth, how it has been prevailing, since how long this discovery has been made. Now I'll give you a small example. It comes through a yoga. Yoga is a word coming from a Sanskrit word called yuj. Yuj means the union. The union with whom? The union with the cosmic energy, with the power of Mother Nature. And when this union happens, we get our self-realization, self-actualization, our Atma Sakshatkar, Atma Bodh. Even if any one of you have understood the Maslow's hierarchy principle, you will find ultimately it's self-actualization you have to attain. So Sahaj Yoga gives you a complete knowledge, a complete experience to attain your self-realization by awakening our own motherly power, which is present in us. And this Sahaj Yoga has been given by Her Holiness Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi, the founder of Sahaj Yoga, the master of Kundalini energy, the spiritual, the highly evolved soul. From 1970, since 1970, Sri Mataji gave this knowledge to the entire world. And you become your own master, you become your own guru, you become your own, you have a self mastery within by attaining your self realization. The moment you get the same, I think somebody needs to keep on mute. Please keep on mute. So Kumaraji have been awarded in various national, international awards, and I'll come to much more detailed information once we go for the complete practical session. I'll touch upon the same. Now, this is a very, very important slide. Please do ponder upon the same. A complete sincerity, please look at the slide. Now, when the child is in the mother's womb, it is just a piece of flesh. After a few weeks, it start developing and the heartbeat start. Before that, just a piece of flesh. Now, this mother nature power comes from here, right? Develops all the organs, internal organs, and the residual part of energy comes and settle down beneath our spinal cord in the sacrum bone. Now, this sacrum bone, why it is called sacrum? Because Greek doctors were aware something is pious about the same, something is very sacred about the same, very special about the same. It's very chaste, or let's say very pious. So that's why they named this Kundalini energy. Kundalini, Kundal, coil ke form mein, Ini is a feminine power, Kundalini energy. This Kundalini is our own individual mother, and this mother resides in our own well-being beneath our spinal cord in our sacrum bone. When this Kundalini rises, it pierces, it nourishes all the organs, all the energy centers and channels. I'll guide in this next slide how it happens. But before going to that particular slide, if you see a small child has a palpitation over here, up to maybe 1 year or maybe 1.2 years, palpitation over here. It's very soft. And the senior people from our family always mention to cover this portion, to put some oil in this portion. And child do not have any stress, right? So I was talking about a pressure releasing valve. We do not have it. Just check. It's being calcified. सब check करके देख सकते हैं कि पूरा calcify हो गया है. But once we do some experiment, we'll see how it happens and how beautifully all the stress, all the heat, which has really made a lot of disturbance within our being, comes out. Now, if you see the another third slide, you will find a scalp, a newly born, and a small child like this, right? So, and if you see the middle slide, middle picture, you will find this Kundalini energy is in the form of 3.5 coils. 3.5 coils, you understand very, very well. You have a technical session. I hope you do understand. If not, I can share much more links about this thing. Now, going it further, that's our subtle system. Subtle system comprises of 3 channels: left sympathetic nervous system, right sympathetic nervous system, and parasympathetic nervous system. Now, this slide is very, very important. If you see all this sympathetic nervous system, they strike out certain points in our body. What happens if person is having a lot of left-sided problem, right? Which is showing from the blue color, if you see. So a person will have a lot of past hang-ups, regretful thoughts, subservience, superego, right? It also becomes lethargy, feels miserable, depressed, you can read out. And similarly, if the person right channel, the channel of action is too much active, what will happen? It will become aggressive, egoistic, dominating, and can develop at a young age, diabetes, constipation, bad liver, high BP, a lot of other health issues. So you have to really strike out the balance, and there is a parasympathetic nervous system. Now, this parasympathetic nervous system is such a thing which gives you completely balance. Now, all these channels, they are also having the energy centers. If you see the slide, which is just pointing one by one by one by one, right? These are called energy centers. In medical terminology, these are called plexus. You are aware about the same. How you are aware? If you are listening to me very carefully, I'll tell you how you are aware. If somebody, God forbid, should not happen to anyone in the world, but I'm just giving an example. If somebody has a heart problem, so immediately a person is being taken to cardiology. That means cardiac plexus. It is called cardiac plexus or anhat or heart. The heart energy center, right? Now, if we go and eat some bad food outside and we visit a doctor due to stomach trouble, doctor writes you have a coeliac dysentery. That means which is on the navel, it's a coeliac plexus. That's again a medical terminology, medically proven, right? It's a coeliac plexus. Somebody has a migraine or spondylitis, it's called cervical plexus over here, right? On the neck part, cervical plexus. So similarly, all these plexus are medically proven. What they do, they take care of our various organs. If you see very beautifully how that's our spinal cord. If you see in between, I'll just try to move the cursor if we can make out. That's a spine, and each and every point is being correlated to various organs, right? Even it starts from our excretory organs going to our brain as well. So all these organs are completely being controlled, driven, nurtured through various energy centers. And all these energy centers start working once our Kundalini energy is being awakened, being enlightened. Once it starts working on our subtle part, you can make out various energy centers and how beautifully it is being shown on this particular diagram. Now, there are certain qualities in a human being which is being reflected. For example, among us, somebody sings very nicely. Among us, somebody has a very harsh tone of saying anything, too much straightforward, too much subservience, or very critic, right? Or somebody has a very much compassion in the heart. Somebody is having a lot of hatred in the heart. It's like this. So all these things keep on happening, and we are unable to make out. Give me a second. I'm just getting one very important call. I just need to drop SMS. Thank you very much. Yes. So all these things keep on happening in our body through all these energy centers. So all these qualities are being reflected through all these energy centers. And once these energy centers are being nurtured or being start working or activated, our personality is being reflected with all the good qualities. And once it shows how it works, if you see one by one, all these energy centers are being nurtured and the personality brings out the best in ourselves. So I'm just giving a pause to the presentation, going back to the call, and I will request if you all can switch on your camera. I'll stop sharing for a minute and just let me know if you are ready for the experiment. So are you ready for the experiment? Yes, Dr. Priya, I can see you. Yes. Anybody else?
Yes.
Ready for the experiment. So till now the theory is fine. Dayanand Saab?
Yes.
Yes, great. Tushar Kohli or Dilip Patel, Neetu S. So whosoever is there, right? I can read out a couple of names. So you can just switch on the camera, but we are entering into a completely practical session. And depending on how much sincerity you have shown in attending the theory, absorbing the theory, I'll then take a decision to move on to advanced level session or keep it very basic. So it depends upon you. I'll give you the freedom. What I will do, depending on this next practical part, if I found that everybody is doing in a very correct way and completely involved in the same with complete desire and action, we will try to switch over to the advanced level. If not, I'll keep it very basic. Because of course, as you can teach, right, if students are completely attentive, of course, you will try to give more knowledge. If not, then you will just step back. It's like that. So what you have to do is, you have to really, what you have to do, if you're sitting on a chair or a sofa, try to keep your feet touching Mother Earth, from each other and touching Mother Earth. So we are going to have a earthing. That earthing is very much required. Place both the feet on Mother Earth so that you can have a earthing. If you are wearing your slippers or shoes, just take it off. Place both the feet on Mother Earth. You know, whatever building we prepare, big buildings, right? Every building has to need to have a earthing, right? So all the negativity has to be taken away by Mother Earth, or let's say earth element, and that's why I'm saying let's earthen ourselves. That's the first part. Sit, relax, placing both the hands on your lap, wide open like this, wide open, right? Completely wide open, because all these energy centers, right, and all these channels, they are linked with the fingertips, with our completely palm. So palm has to be wide open and keep them in your lap. That's the part, right? What we will do, we'll try to just follow the 3 steps, and once you just give me a feedback, what kind of feeling or what was your observation, what was your experience during those 3 steps, then I will decide how to go ahead with the session. Okay, so what you have to do, place your right hand on the heart. If you're having a pen or something, just take it, keep it aside. Place your right hand, Seedha Hath, Dahina Hath, your right hand on the heart. Try to feel the heartbeat. Just check. We all have the heartbeat. Try to check. If you are able to experience your palpitation, your love dub, which is going in your heart, step number 1. जो हमारे हृदय का स्पंदन है, जो हार्ट बीट है, we have to feel it on our right hand. Step number 1. Step number 2, place your right hand, the same hand, on the forehead. You all can do, please keep on doing it with me correctly. Yeah, right hand on the forehead. Now cover both the corners of the forehead by placing your hand wide open. Press it from the corners. That means all these temples, these are called temples, so they have to be pressed. Press them a little more. Bow down a little forward. Step number 2. Step number 3, right hand wide open. Now place it on the limbic area, the fontanel bone area, where the child has a palpitation. Sir ke theek beecho beech, the middle of the head. Place your hand like this, fingers wide open. The moment you keep it like this become very tight. It is very tight, right? So keep it like this on the forehead, on the limbic area, the fontanel bone area. Press it and move it gently in clockwise direction. Press it and move it gently in a clockwise direction. Very slowly, try to move the same in clockwise direction. So hand will be steady. So Dr. NP, if you see that my hand is steady, just हाथ है मेरा fix है. The hand is steady. With the pressure of my hand, the scalp is moving, right? Yes. So if you all can follow the same, all more than 75 participants, please follow the same. The hand will be steady. The scalp will move. Sir ka khal ghumega with the pressure of my hand. Right? Like this. And then slowly you have to lift your hand a little above. After doing this, lift your hand a little above. Try to observe what do you feel on the frontal bone area. Something is coming out, some heat maybe, some coolness maybe, right? And just to check, you can move your hand a little above, downward, right, forward and backward, just to check. And then check it from the left hand. Place your left hand on the above your head, on the top of the head, or don't touch it 2-3 inches or 4-5 inches. Try to check. How do you feel? What do you feel over here? And once you check it, you have some experience, then place both the hands towards the sky. Both the hands towards the sky and facing upward. Here you will have some questions, and then again keeping both the hands in your lap. Bring down your hands and keep them in your lap. So for everybody's benefit, I'll just repeat everything so that everybody is in sync and we understand what we have to do. So we have to keep our back straight, not too much straight, a little straight. Both the feet separated from each other, placing them on Mother Earth so that we have a complete earthing. That's the first requirement. And please cut off from the, if you have some distraction in the surrounding, be with yourself. Be with yourself. Again, I'm saying, just be with yourself. That's a prerequisite. Now, both the hands wide open, place them in your lap. Right hand on the heart, step number 1. Then step number 2, on the forehead. Bow down your head a little forward, step number 2. Step number 3, stretch your hand and place it on the limbic area. Press it and move your scalp gently in clockwise direction. So with the pressure of the hand, the scalp will move. The hand will be steady. The scalp, so sar ki khal hai, skin of the head will move in clockwise direction. After doing this, you have to check it like this and like this. And then you have to take it like this and then in front. So very easy steps. We'll follow the same. Now I'm going to switch off my video as well because we are going into something very practical, and you all understand what kind of steps are required, how you are going to do the same. I'm switching on the presentation once again so that everybody understands. Now, hope my presentation is visible to all of you. If you can just prompt me yes or no, it will be very helpful. Is my presentation visible to you?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Thank you very much. So I'll just reshare. Ma'am, now?
Yes, visible.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. So that was the step number 1, step number 2, and step number 3. So all these 3 steps we understood, and after doing this, we'll try to keep our attention on the limbic area like this. We'll try to check. So please switch off your cameras, be on mute, be with yourself, and very slowly, please close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Completely close your eyes. If you have some distraction, still if you want to open your eyes, try to don't do the same. Remain calm, quiet. So what we are going to start? We are going to start the same practical part. Place your right hand on the heart. Try to feel the heartbeat. Right hand on the heart. And here with complete sincerity, so that all our fear all our dar should be taken away. So we all will say with complete confidence and complete sincerity, O Divine Mother, please remove all the fear from my heart. Please remove all the fear, all the malice, all the hatred from my heart. I am not this body, not this mind. I am the pure spirit. All of you, please say from the level of from the bottom of your heart, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am the pure spirit. With complete authority, with complete confidence, say it. I am the pure spirit. So we have a different regional people also from various parts of India, but still I would say a basic language. मैं एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूं. अगर आप हिंदी में कहना चाहें तो उनके लिए भी है. इंग्लिश में आई एम द प्योर स्पिरिट, हिंदी में मैं एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूं. मैं ये मन नहीं हूं, बुद्धि भी नहीं हूं, अहंकार भी नहीं हूं. मैं केवल एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूं. मैं केवल एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूं. आई एम द प्योर स्पिरिट. Very slowly, place your right hand, the same hand on the forehead, माथे पर, pressing both the corners, and just say, I forgive each and everyone. मैंने सबको माफ कर दिया. I forgive each and everyone. So on everybody's behalf, I'll just say, keep on listening and just trying to put the attention on the same. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive everyone. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive everyone. मैंने सबको माफ कर दिया. Do not think about any circumstances, any specific person who has given some pain in our life. Just say कि मैंने इस समय इस क्षण सभी को माफ किया और खुद को भी माफ कर दिया. कह दीजिए बस. Your prayer is going into the universe, so it will make a lot of impact. Step number 3, the right hand on the frontal bone area, limbic area, सर के ठीक बीचों बीच, सर के ऊपर. Press it hard Move it very, very gently, very slowly. Just press it hard. And each time of the rotation of moving your scalp with the pressure of your hand, just say, Mother, please give me my self-realization. माँ मुझे मेरा आत्म साक्षात्कार प्रदान कीजिए. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Please give me my self-realization. मुझे मेरा आत्म साक्षात्कार दीजिए. Say it 7 times. By moving your scalp, say it 7 times. Mother, please give me my self-realization, self-actualization. Very slowly, very gently, move the scalp. Slowly, slowly, move your hand a little above. A little above. You'll start feeling a kind of flow, a kind of cool breeze, or some heat coming out of your head, top of the head. Lift your hand a little more, little above, and say, I forgive each and everyone. Please remove all my supra-conscious problems. For Divine Mother, I'll repeat to all of you. Just try to follow the prayer. For Divine Mother, Shamataji, please remove all the supra-conscious problems. Try to observe the heat is converting into a coolness. Place your hand on the lap, check it from the left hand. On left hand, take it above your head, as we learned in the earlier phase, what steps we need to follow. Check it over here and then say, I forgive each and everyone. Please remove all the subconscious problem. All the problems of my subconscious, please remove the same. Now bring down your hand. Take both the hands towards the sky, and eyes shall remain closed. Eyes will be completely closed. Do not open your eyes. Ask a question 3 times. O Divine Power, O Divine Mother, is this the power of Mother Nature? Is this the power of God Almighty? Is it a universal power? Ask one of these questions 3 times. Bring down your hands. Keep it in your lap, wide open, palm facing upward. And the last, very, very important part. O Kundalini Ma, Divine Mother, Srimataji, please make us to feel the state of meditation, the thoughtless awareness. अगर आप हिंदी में कहना चाहें, if you all want to say it in हिंदी, हे कुंडलिनी माँ, श्री माता जी, मुझे ध्यान की स्थिति प्रदान कीजिए, मुझे निर्विचार कर दीजिए. Just I shall remain closed, hands wide open, and let this peace, let this silence keep on working on the subtle part of the body. Let it heal you from inside and brings out a wonderful connection with the cosmic energy. Not this thought. If any point of time you are getting into any kind of thoughts, just say it, not this thought. Neti neti. Make me to feel the state of meditation. You may all open your eyes. I've stopped my sharing. You can switch on the camera, open your eyes. You can thank within yourself to Shamata ji, to your own Kundalini energy, to the cosmic energy, and open your eyes. So how did you felt? Preeti ma'am, what was your experience? You can unmute yourself and share. Yeah, please, you're on mute. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a experience. It was a wonderful experience, and I felt really relaxed.
Very relaxed. Okay, that's very nice. Neetu ma'am,
Yes, yes.
Tushar Kohli ji, Dilip Patel ji, and anyone else? Harsh साहब आपको कैसा लगा? Harsh ji, Dr. Harsh, how did you felt? What was your experience? So, at least give me some feedback so that I can decide how to drive to next level of presentation. We have a lot of participants. I think it's more than 73 or 75 participants. Amudha, Anita Naik ji, Archana, I can take the names. I can read out the participants. So once you give me a feedback, then I will take to the next level of presentation.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. NP Batuzar.
Yes, I am audible, sir.
Yeah, you're audible.
Really, it's a wonderful session. I have tried to do all the steps, but right now
Mhm.
I'm in office now, so there is some restriction. But really,
You're in office.
some trace, I believe, the session is there.
Some pieces there.
Yes.
Okay, I can make out. Tushar ji, Jyoti ji, Harsh ji, कोई आप में से शेयर करेगा? भावना टंडन मैडम इज हियर. Jyoti Saigal, Dr. Priya.
Thought process is quite slow. Like it was havoc in the mind. Now thoughts are really slow. Good state.
Good state of mind. A peace of mind, or you can say relaxation in the mind, right? Something like this, right? So anyone else? Dr. Jyoti or Kailash Devganji? I mean, until unless I have couple of more feedbacks, how do we take it to next level of session? So we already shared that, of course, you will share the feedback. I can wait. I have more than time required to complete the presentation. So I can wait. Saurabh Chaube, what was your experience? Subroto Jana, how did you feel after the tactical session? Shivangi or Supriya, Swati, Sudhirji, any one of you. Don't leave the meeting. If we are asking something, it is for your own well-being. So once we come to know, we can definitely decide how to go to the next part. Okay, Dr. Harsh, what you can do is you can take the feedback. If you all want, you can leave the chat also. You can ping on the chat box, right? तो अगर आपको बोलना नहीं है आप चैट पे डाल सकते हो, ऐसा कर सकते हैं. Maybe if you don't want to speak, you can leave your comments on the chat box. So let's go to the next phase of presentation. I hope with couple of like feedbacks we can make out that people felt relaxed and they felt something. Somebody felt heat on the head, or it was completely cool on the head. यहाँ पे सर पे अगर आप नीचे देखिए शो भी किया गया पिक्चर में, चाहे दोनों हाथ ऐसे खोल लीजिए. So you all felt heat on the head or coolness on the head? You can comment or you can unmute and share. So what I will do, go to next level of presentation because I'm not getting much feedback. So I'm not taking to the advanced version. What I will do, I'll touch upon another basic rule. Basic rule, a balancing is try to strike out the balance between your actions and desire. How does it happen? It happens with a simple phenomena of cleansing. What you can do is you can place your left hand in front and right hand towards Mother Earth. You can see in the photograph, the first diagram. So you can place your left hand in front and right hand on towards Mother Earth. So that's how by closing your eyes, you can just cleanse your left sympathetic nervous system by saying a simple prayer, or Divine Mother, Shamatashi, Kundalini Ma, please cleanse our left channel. So the moment you say this, all the activity, unwanted activity of the left, all the unwanted part of the left channel, it's being taken away from the right hand into Mother Earth. You can try it yourself. You will find that something is a little heaviness going inside the Mother Earth, and then it becomes lighter. You can do this experiment on your own. Now, step number 2, what you can do is, if you are getting into too much of aggression, too much of thoughts, you're unable to focus upon any part of the work, or you are unable to attain the peace of mind, you are having a multitasking but unable to decide what I should do first, second, third, prioritize your commitments and work and assignments. What you have to do, place your right hand in front and left hand bending it from the elbow Bend it from the elbow towards the sky. Step number 2. It's very easy. So it's not that difficult also. Oh, keep it very easy. Left hand, just bending it from the elbow towards the sky element and placing right hand in front. So that's how all the heat from the liver, all the heat of the right channel, which gives us a lot of aggression and anger, it's being taken away into the sky element because heat has a tendency to go up. भाप ऊपर उठती है, स्टीम ऊपर जाती है, तो हीट ऑलवेज, आग लगती है तो ऊपर की ओर, राइट? सो स्टीम, दिस हीट हैज अ tendency to go up, so we have to keep it like this. And beautiful prayer, very simple words. O Divine Mother, Shamata Ji, Kundalini Ma, please take away all the unwanted thoughts, all the unwanted heat, all the problems of my right channel into sky element, into ether element. Very basic prayer. O Divine Mother, please take away all the whatever is unwanted from my right channel, take away into the sky element. Now there are no set patterns or set norms of a prayer. It has to be very basic and it has to be from the core of your heart. So these are the 2 steps you should follow morning and evening, 5 minutes. It will really help you to cleanse your own left channel and right channel. Left channel indicates your own desire. A lot of desire keep on coming, but we have to choose the right desire. Similarly, a lot of action we do, but it has to be creative, innovative, or result oriented. So you get the innate power of choosing the right path of actions or right way of actions by cleansing your right channel. Similarly for the left channel. That's how the cleansing happens from your left channel and right channels. And going further, it's a very, very important task. It's a very important assignment and a homework, or let's say a unique technique, which is called water treatment, foot soaking. Now, our Mother Earth, the 70% of Mother Earth is salted water. It's a seawater because seawater has a tendency to dissolve everything. Similarly, what we do is we take a bowl or a bucket or a tub like this, which is being shown in the picture, and put some water in the same. Now, if my tendency is very aggressive, I'll try to keep this cold water. If I'm too much depressive, I'll keep the hot water, lukewarm water. If I'm unable to derive, if I'm unable to make out what kind of personality am I having, I'll just use a tap water smartly, right? So the water amount has to be in that bucket or tub or a bowl so that our ankles can dip in the same. Our ankles, wherever we pull up our socks till there, our ankle has to be dipped inside that particular water. Now put 2 fists of salt, do muthi namak, in the water. It becomes salted water. So you have taken water element, you put 2 fists of salt in the same. Salt is earth element. It becomes seawater, salted water, indicated, or let's say a kind of seawater, salted water, right? Place both the feet separated from each other into this salted water, right? And keep towel so that water spills out. You can just immediately clean the same because you should not get slip out also, and to dry out your feet after doing this particular technique. So sit in this position for 10 to 12 minutes. Whatever you remember from this particular session, or 3 steps, or let's say 2 more steps of left-right balancing, or we can share you the link also where you can get more 9 steps or 7 steps like this, right? So you can follow any of them. Once you follow the same, right, do it correctly or incorrectly, whatever you recall, don't worry, just do it. So 10 to 12 minutes you do it, and after doing this, you lift your one leg, pour the fresh water so that your feet is being washed in that particular water. Similarly, lift another leg, pour the fresh water. Place your feet on the cotton cloth so that it should become dry. Now, this water contains all the contamination, all the negativity, all the problem, whatever was wrong you absorbed from various sources, it will just take inside. and just flush this water into the toilet. Do not keep it open or just throw it in the plants. The plants will die. Just flush it. So I'll play a small video and you will observe how beautifully this water treatment technique helps in our day-to-day life. I'm just going to play the video. Hope it's audible as well. Is it audible? Somebody has done unmute and a lot of sound is coming. So please be on mute.
Rise and shine. You're awake at the crack of dawn, when the rest of the world is still asleep.
Yes, it's audible.
Dr. Harsh, if you can just check, somebody is not on mute. Is on. A lot of sound is coming. Can you please put that person on mute? The organizer, the people, if you can check. A lot of sound is coming from Shankar Pusaria. इनको आप म्यूट पे कर देंगे प्लीज. शंकर जी आप प्लीज म्यूट पे जाएंगे. Harsh ji, you are available if some organizing person is available, because it's very much required to understand and to listen. And Shankar ji is not listening, I think, incidentally or maybe improperly. He has kept himself on mute. Can we have some decorum of the session? Can you please keep the person on mute? Do we have anybody on organizing committee? Okay, I continue. I think it's difficult for me, but that's okay. So I'll play the video.
Rise and shine. You're awake at the crack of dawn, when the rest of the world is still asleep. There are no noises, distractions, or hand phones. This time is ideal for silent morning meditation. But first, a nice shower to freshen up your body. Early morning meditation fills you with positive divine energy, clears your mind, and nourishes your soul. It's time for hearty breakfast. Enjoy it slowly and don't rush. So you set off for work, feeling fresh, centered, and peaceful.
Stop.
Hey, wait a minute. Have you forgotten something? Ah, yes. Before leaving your home, remember to raise your Kundalini energy and put on a bandhan. This keeps your attention stable and covers your energy system with a protective aura. So let's do it properly and slowly. On your way to work, sometimes you might take in some toxic air and bad vibes. You realize the external environment isn't quite as pleasant as your internal one. Most of us spend more than a third of our time at work. Our every human interaction, people's moods and thoughts can affect us subtly. Sometimes you might absorb some bad vibes from a stressed and frustrated colleague. Not to mention the heavy workload, tight deadlines, and work distractions. Ever wondered why you feel so drained out at the end of the day? It's because, like a sponge, we are absorbing the grime and negativities around us. On a daily basis, we're also exposed to pollutants such as traffic fumes, nicotine, and noise. If we don't do something about it, they will accumulate as stress and imbalance within us. So how do we counteract all this? Foot soaking is highly effective as an energy detox and really helps you relax and unwind for the day. You just need a foot soak bowl, some salt, and water. Water and salt have a cleansing effect in that they remove away any negative energies you may have picked up. Just 15 minutes of foot soak and meditation, and you'll be cleared out and fully balanced.
So I hope you have learned this wonderful technique of foot soaking or water treatment, which is really helpful before going to your bed. You do it once in a day, or let's say twice in a day. It's very much required. And that's a website. You can take a note of the same. I can leave it on chat also. And what exactly we do, you can have a non-commercial content. It's completely non-commercial content. It's a very beneficial content on a YouTube channel, Learning Sahaj Yoga. Now there you can log on, you can have a lot of learning is there, practical part is there, theoretical part is there. You can get all the information, detailed information from the same. You have a toll-free number 1-800-2700-800, where you can call, where you can understand, you can have some counseling if you want. And there is a web, link also, sahajyogaeveryday.com, and you can register yourself so that you can have a hand-holding session. People can guide you a lot. So any kind of like session, it's absolutely free of cost. We don't charge anything. We all are learning. I mean, we all are working professionals, and by Shrimataji's grace, by God's grace, we are completely doing fine in our work and every environment. These are various workshops which has been done on few institutes, corporate, even IIM Lucknow and other great institutes of our, I mean, even globally as well, we have done a lot of workshops. So any questions are most welcome. And ultimately, this pandemic is going on. So we wish you that please stay safe, love yourself, love your loved ones, and do anything with a good intent, with the right heart, right decision. And, you know, whatever we does, right, it has to be completely strike out the balance. If balance is there, balance is inside, it will reflect outside. So striking out the balance, how this balance comes, it comes from a simple phenomena of thoughtless awareness. By just doing 3 steps, you achieve the thoughtless awareness. There are certain more steps, but we could not gather a lot of feedbacks or interaction during the session. So we have skipped the same. It's very much required. Once you get into 2-way of communication, then we interact and we share much more knowledge, because really required. Now, I'll just copy and paste some information in the chat box. You can just follow the same and it will be very helpful for you. And the forum is open for your discussions, for your questions. So over to you all. If you want, you can switch on the camera, or if you don't want to like doing, that's okay. I'm just leaving the information in the chat box. You can copy paste, because when this call is over, you won't get the information again. And any question, most welcome. Over to you, the organizing person and his team members. Thank you very much. Yeah. So Harshi, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this nice session. And I would like to thank you on the behalf of this organizing committee of Atal FDP on modern simulation techniques for engineering research. It was wonderful to hear you after lots of the technical sessions and hands-on practices. This is mind relaxing session, and we gain lot of things for our to benefit our inner soul and our physical development. All these things. Thanks again, sir, and we will invite you in further next FDP. Thank you, sir,
Sure.
and thanks
And
all the
if you can,
participants.
if you can have another platform, it will become much more interactive. I think Google Meet, you cannot mute and mute people, and so it will be very much helpful if we have some different platform of doing the presentations where we can have a two-way of communication as well. It's very helpful. So I am
Okay.
getting some responses. Thank you very much for arranging this session, and I appreciate your all the authority members, all the dignitaries, and all the participants. Thank you very much. Have a very, very bright future and peace of mind in all walks of life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And for the all the